Still can't see me. Alright. Welcome to a new video. This is like the third time I've fucking videotaped this, so hopefully it turns out better than the last two times. So, the title of this video, as you already know by clicking on it, is 10 tips or things you should avoid doing to build muscle. Now, they're not going to be in any particular order. I've just written them down and I'm just going to say them. So, yeah. Just sitting in my basement on my bench press. Old-fashioned New York bench. And this has been my gym for all of quarantine. It's getting kind of old. Anyway, back to the video. So the first one I'm going to mention is missing meals. Going too long without eating. So this is something I feel that I personally struggled with for a long time, still do. Basically you want to be hitting at least 4 meals, 4 to 6 meals, 6 being like super dedicated Mr. Olympia kind of thing, and 4 being good for, you know, the average person that wants to just work out and build some muscle. You don't need to go super crazy at first. So yeah, if you're missing your meals, obviously you're not getting in the nutrients your body needs to grow and to progress in the gym. So basically all the hard work you're doing in the gym is going to go to waste if you're not eating the correct amount of food throughout the day. So again, make sure you're getting like at least 1 gram per pound of body weight in protein. Studies show that you could eat a little bit less. I personally like just play it safe, gram per pound of body weight. And yeah, so I've noticed smaller meals spread out through the day is a lot better than just, you know, if you fast for a bit because you're lazy and then you eat a shit ton of food, and you just kind of cram like 1,500 calories in one meal. That's not ideal, but so basically, like, you eat so much food, there's only so much your body can absorb, and I think it's better if you just spread it out throughout the day. That way you don't have some weird binging eating disorder and you're just normal person eating, and you don't have this weird fasting, binging, eating kind of lifestyle. So yeah, 4 to 6 meals, 4 being good, 6 being excellent. 5 is probably like the sweet spot where it's not too much to where you kind of feel like you're force feeding. So I like the around 5 is probably ideal for building muscle in my opinion. Don't go too long without eating. Don't starve yourself. Make sure you're getting your protein in, and spread your meals throughout the day. Get at least 4 meals in, and you'll be solid. Number 2, this is something that I get real heated about, and it's fad diets, or losing weight too drastically in a cut when you want to get ready for summer. Some people go to one extreme to the next, and that's not really going to be beneficial to your gains. You're going to lose muscle a lot easier that way when you're cutting. So, and fad diets, like, most fad diets are complete bullshit. They're just clickbait for you to click on a video or for you to buy some stupid program or some pill that they magically came up with that will make you lose 100 pounds in 2 days. I think just follow a normal diet, count your calories. So if you want to lose weight, don't do it drastically. Don't freaking starve yourself for 3 days straight. You're going to lose that weight so drastically, your body's going to be in complete shock. So one day it's eating like 4,000 calories. Next day it's nothing but a freaking apple. So, I mean, if you want to lose weight, or if you want to be healthy, just count your calories and eat healthier foods. That's all you need to do. You don't need to follow some stupid program or you take some stupid pill. Just follow your calories and eat better foods. That's all you need to do. I know it's so basic, but there's no secret to this. Calorie in, calories out. Basic. So if you want to lose weight, drop your calories just a little bit more, and don't do it drastically, maybe a couple hundred, see where that gets you, and then go from there. If you do it all at once and you stop eating, it's going to be a lot harder down the road to lose that weight because you've already used up, you're already down to like 1,000 calories a day. What the hell? What are you going to do now? Now you have to do more cardio, cut your calories even more than 1,000. That's just freaking retarded. So just do it slowly. That way, when it comes time to that point where you're having a hard time, because you will plateau, your body will adapt and realize what you're doing and adapt, and it doesn't want to lose that weight. So when it comes to that point, you will be able to drop more calories and increase more cardio. Whereas if you did it all at once, overnight, you're going to have no more tools to use to break that plateau and lose some more weight. So if you want to lose weight in the long run, it's safer to do it slowly and well thought out, and that way you won't lose muscle. You won't lose as much muscle as you would if you did it drastically. If you did it slowly, your body has more time to adapt and slowly wean off the fat, where instead of just attacking your muscles if you do it too drastically. So that was a long one. Let's see. Developing a good base of strength and form before going into more complex, isolation exercises. I don't know why I pronounce that so fucking weird, but yeah, exercises. So yeah, develop a good base of strength. So do your bench, do your squat, do your deadlift. Develop good form and strength on those 3 movements, as well as other compound movements like bent over row, T-bar row. You got, dumbbell flat press. Just basic movements like that. Overhead press, good for your shoulders. Basic movements, dumbbells and barbells. Once you get that, once you lay down a nice solid base of strength and form, then you can start building up. Because if you start building up right away, you're going to be left with this, and eventually you're going to get injured, and then you're going to have to start all over again. So just start base, and then build up on the exercises and weight. So just like building a house, you're going to build a wide, solid base and then build up on it. You're not going to start here and then build. It's going to fall. So, number 4, dirty bulking or force eating. This is something that I recently switched sides. Up until now, I thought, you got to eat a shit ton of calories, 4,000 plus, just stuff your face every day and lift weights, and you're going to get bigger. That's not really the case. I haven't noticed any difference. If you follow me on Instagram, I have made a post about this. At the start, when you start bulking, you're kind of happy because you can eat anything you want, and you start filling out a little bit. The glycogen in your muscles start filling up, and your t-shirts feel a little bit tired because you got a little bit more water and fat. But that's basically all it is water and fat. It's not a shit ton of muscle. It's water and fat. That's it. So you're not going to be happy with what you look in the mirror. That's one of the big things reason why I switched, because mentally it's not healthy at all. It messes with you mentally, and just one sec, mouth is dry. Yeah, so I found like it messed me up so mentally that I avoid mirrors, and I didn't wear things like tank tops or cutoffs or my favorite gym clothes that I want to wear and show off in the gym, because I wasn't happy with what I looked like. I didn't feel like I was healthy or fit. I had to constantly suck in my stomach. I still do, but I've recently kind of dropped my calories a little bit. I'm at 3,200. I think I'm going to have to drop them again, but I'm down to 203. At my heaviest, I was 210. Was not happy at all, but I was happy that I hit over 200 because I never hit over 200 before, but that was really short-lived, and so now I'm cutting down a little bit slowly, and yeah, drop down to a more healthy and mentally healthy weight where I feel more comfortable. I want to be comfortable in the gym. If you're constantly force feeding yourself, no, number one, you're gonna be having an eating disorder. You're not gonna want to eat, but you're eating, and it just messes with you, with your appetite and everything. Like, it's just not worth it. Number two, you're not gonna be happy with what you look in the mirror. You're not gonna be motivated to go to the gym. Your workouts are gonna be shit because you're not happy with what you look like. You're not confident and you're not motivated because of that. A lot of motivation in the gym is seeing the reflection in the mirror. And when you're overweight, because you are overweight if you're doing the dirty bulk, you're obese basically, and you're just not going to be happy at all in the gym, and then your workouts are going to suffer, and then eventually it's just gonna fall, and you're going to realize I'm not happy, and you're going to start cutting. So yeah, so don't force yourself to eat. Don't do some crazy dirty bulk and start it overnight and all this shit. I recommend staying at, you can build same amount of muscle with your maintenance calories, or if you want, I suggest just go a little bit above that, maybe about 100 to 200 calories above your maintenance. And that's all you really need. You're fit all year round, and you're progressing in the gym, and you're getting bigger, and you're happy with what you see in the gym. And you're more likely to enjoy your workouts, and you're much more motivated to go to the gym. Number 5, push yourself in the gym. Now this is obvious. If you're not pushing yourself in the gym, you're obviously not going to grow. Your body, your muscles need to be under stress. You need to put them under stress to force them to adapt and get bigger and stronger. That's what bodybuilding is putting your body under a certain amount of stress to force it to grow or get stronger. That's what you're doing repeatedly over and over and over and over again every day in the gym. That's what you're doing. Constantly breaking down the muscle and rebuilding it with eating and sleeping. So make sure you're always pushing yourself, progressing. Maybe keep a record of how much weight you're pushing, like on the bench press, squat, or deadlift, those kind of movements. Or you can just keep a mental note about that and just make sure you're always progressing. I'm a big advocate of training to failure. I feel like I achieved a lot more in the gym if I push myself to failure rather than, dropping the weights because, I hit 10 reps, So, next one, perform your compound exercises at the beginning of your workout versus near the ends. A lot of people do these pre-exhaust, or for leg day, for instance, I see a lot. They do hamstring curls and leg extensions at the beginning of the workout, and then like the third last exercise they're squatting, and it doesn't make any sense to me because you're going to lift more weight on the squat versus a leg extension. So in essence, you're going to build and break down more muscle on the squat versus the leg extension. So you put most of your effort on the squat. So you should do it at the beginning where you're rested and you got more energy. So you could put more emphasis on the squat, and then later do some more isolation exercises like the leg extension to further exhaust the muscle and break it down. And you shouldn't do it at the start of your workout. You should do compound movements at the beginning of your workout. If you're doing back, do things like pull-ups, bent over rows, deadlifts. If you're doing chest, flat barbell bench press, incline barbell bench, flat barbell bench press, and incline barbell bench press, like things like that. Dumbbells too. Whole movements where you're using multiple different muscle groups to perform the move. That's what a compound exercise. An isolation exercise is basically like a preacher curl, where your arms basically resting on a bench and you're curling. That way it eliminates any other muscles in the movement, and it just focuses just directly on your biceps. So that's what an isolation exercise is. You're going to break down more muscle on a compound exercise because you're utilizing more muscles and you're lifting a lot more weight. Okay? So, yes. 7. This one's important. Warm up and form. So you want to make sure you're warmed up before you run into your workout. Fuck. So this is something I feel like a lot of beginners and rookies do. They just jump on, they just throw 245s on the bench press and they just start going. You need to make sure you're warmed up. If you want, you can get your heart rate up on the treadmill or Stairmaster or something. Do some jump jacks, burpees, whatever. And then slowly work into your working set. So start light, make sure you get the form right, get the muscles activated, and then start throwing on the weight. Like gradually, don't just start slapping 45s every set. That's just stupid, and you shouldn't do that. You're gonna end up injured. At the beginning, you're like, oh, I'm getting away with it, right? But eventually down the line, trust me, you're gonna get injured. I fucked up my shoulders, and my lower back's fucked. So just don't do it. It is not worth it. Warm up. Make sure you have a good solid form before you start throwing on some heavy weight. And that brings me into the next point, ego lifting. Leave your ego at the door. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Just focus on you. Just put blinders on and just focus on what you're doing and not what everyone else is doing. That's very important, and you shouldn't compare yourself to anyone else either. That's a really hard thing to do. I know, looking on social media and seeing the people in your gym lifting a lot of weight and looking a certain way, but you just gotta focus on you, and that'll help leaving the ego at the door. So you don't want to ego lift. Again, you're gonna end up injured. So just don't do it. Do it smart. Work out smart, and the less you get injured, the better. The more time you're in the gym, less time taking off and recovering. So leave your ego at the door. No one really cares what you're lifting. Worry about yourself and no one else. Number 9, change things up. So if you're feeling bored or you feel like you're dragging your feet through the workout, change it up, make it more exciting. Just try different exercises maybe, or just switch the order around in your workout. Still do your squats and stuff at the beginning, your compounds, but if you want to try maybe a different isolation exercise or change the order, or maybe do like single arm dumbbell bench press instead of the traditional style, just little things like that can go a long way and just keep your motivation and consistency in the gym. So last one, number 10, is HIIT. My mouth is fucking dry. I'm mumbling like a motherfucker. What's that? I just fucking spilled that all on my phone. So last one, number 10. Hit each muscle group. Oh my god, I need to learn to speak. Hit each muscle group twice a week. Really hard to overtrain, and if you're overtraining, you definitely feel it. You're constantly sore, and you're getting more you're getting more injuries. So when that happens, maybe just take a day off, and then just maybe cut down on the exercises and the time in the gym. Or you might not be eating enough. But anyway, yeah, so hit each muscle group twice a week. Ideally, you want it like 48 hours before you hit the muscle again. So again, if you watch my previous videos, push, pull, legs, rest, repeat. Now that is a really good split. I highly recommend it for beginners, even advanced people. It's just an all-around great split. It's very simple. I don't really have to explain it. Pull is back workout, rear delts, traps, biceps, push, chest, shoulders, and triceps. And then legs is obviously your legs. So yeah. And then you take a rest, and then you repeat. And that gives you hit each muscle group twice a week. I have made a video on, writing your own program. So if you look back in my old videos, you'll see that. But yeah, I think that about covers everything that I was going to talk about. Maybe one that I haven't put on here, I felt like it was obvious. Sleep and drugs. You don't want to be smoking and drinking every damn day.
Yeah.
Sir, you can't smoke that in here.
Okay.
Put it out.
Can't smoke anywhere these days.
Make sure, you know, you could do it like maybe once every 2 weeks or something. Go out with your buddies or something, but don't make a habit of it, because it will hinder your gains in the gym and muscle growth. So you don't want to be doing that. And sleep. If you're not sleeping enough, you're not going to recover from your workout. You're going to feel like shit. You're going to have a shitty workout the next day. So just make sure you're trying your best to get enough sleep. And yeah. So stay away from bright lights, your phone or your laptop before bed. Make sure you're in a dark room and just slowly wind down. Maybe read a book or something. Any questions, leave them down in the comments or send me a message. I'll be happy to reply. I'm happy to help anybody who is looking to better themselves in the gym and work out. I'm more than happy to send more tips your way or more advice. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys. So just reach out. That's all you gotta do. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.